The Fast Saga is a huge money-making machine. But does it really bring that much to its stars? Let's see why Michelle Rodriguez thinks that she doesn't get paid enough for the films.
And I'm like, I was just so frustrated.
What made Tyrese Gibson claim that he was broke a few years ago?
To me, if they taking my baby.
And you'll also find out who the richest Fast and Furious star is. Hint, it's not the saga's lead actor. Vin Diesel had the easiest job ever. Looks like the Fast Saga is pretty much all he does these days, and it actually makes sense. After all, the Fast and Furious movies bring Vin more money than anything else he does. Back in 2001, Diesel received $2 million for the first film of the franchise. It sounds cool, but it's nothing compared to what he gets now. As the saga continued to up the stakes and Vin became the series producer, he started making more money. To compare, his salary for Fast 5 was $15 million, while for the 7th installment, he got as much as $47 million. That included his salary plus profits and producing fees. He got half that amount for the 8th film, but that was because he didn't collect the profits. So far, Diesel's check for the latest Fast Saga movie is $20 million as well, and this amount will probably increase due to the film's box office performance. Outside of the franchise, Diesel also makes quite a lot of money. For example, he reportedly received $50 million for voicing Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy. Yep, for saying a single line throughout the entire film.
He only says, I am Groot.
Looks like it was the easiest job ever. So, currently, Diesel's net worth is as much as $225 million, and he can certainly afford luxurious houses all over the world, like the one he has in Beverly Hills that costs $2.25 million. This mansion features a 12-person dining room, 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, 4 patios, and a full gym. And Vin wouldn't be a Fast Saga star if he didn't have a collection of luxury cars. Among other vehicles, he owns a pretty rare 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona and a 2014 Lycan Hypersport that costs $3.4 million. You heard that right, but hey, he's Dom Toretto after all. Michelle Rodriguez fights for paychecks. Diesel's on-screen girlfriend, and now wife, may not have as much money as him, but she's also a millionaire. Michelle's net worth is estimated at $30 million, so she definitely has no problem buying anything she likes. For example, the actress is reportedly obsessed with caviar, and she often spends as much as $700 for a meal with her favorite food at an LA restaurant. If you're starting to think that she shouldn't do that when so many people all over the world suffer from hunger, wait till you find out how Rodriguez makes her contribution to society.
My entire life has been spent masculinizing myself to survive in the world.
For years, she's been fighting to ensure equal pay for male and female actors. According to statistics, women earned only 81 cents for every dollar men made in 2020. And in Hollywood, the highest paid actors get almost twice as much as actresses. So Michelle believes it's high time to put a stop to these patriarchal principles.
I can count with 2 hands how many times I spoke to my female colleagues.
And she may actually succeed in that because she's already managed to make the Fast Saga crew give more meaningful roles to the women in the franchise. There's a lot more of Letty and Mia in F9, and there's even a rumor about them being in an all-female Fast and Furious spin-off. So is it possible that Michelle's net worth could become equal to Vin's? We'll see. Tyrese Gibson was broke? According to Celebrity Net Worth, the actor's fortune is estimated at $6 million. Most of it comes from the Fast Saga movies. Besides that, he has quite a successful music career, and he's also a writer who has released 2 New York Times bestsellers. And yet, back in 2017, Tyrese claimed that he was desperate and broke. It happened amid the custody battle with his first wife. The actor reportedly had to pay a lot to his lawyers as well as hefty child support for his daughter. And he even said in an Instagram video that he had barely anything left in his bank account.
If they taking my baby.
Gibson actually used it as an explanation for his feud with Dwayne Johnson. The Rock's involvement in the Hobbs and Shaw spin-off delayed the production of F9 for a full year, while Gibson desperately needed the paycheck for playing Roman. It's unclear whether this is true or not, because later, the actor claimed that the bizarre things he said were the result of an adverse reaction to some medication he was taking. And since shortly after that, he bought a $4 million house in Atlanta, it looks like he wasn't that broke after all. Among other things Gibson has in his home, there are both mini and large-scale Optimus Prime replicas, as well as a huge Bumblebee in the foyer. Things are going great for him, huh? Ludacris gives back to society. Also known as Chris Bridges, he's one of the wealthiest rappers in the world, with a net worth of $28 million. He managed to amass this fortune due to his imaginative and innovative musical style.
Well, my name is Ludacris, that means...
And now, Ludacris is making it even bigger with his acting career. His role as Tej Parker in the Fast Saga brought him millions of dollars, as well as an extended fan base. Plus, Ludacris has his own record label that also brings him a large part of his income. And to give back to society, he created a nonprofit foundation that aims to inspire young people to follow their dreams by promoting leadership, education, and healthy lifestyles. And of course, Bridges enjoys spending the money he's made. He bought his Hollywood home for $4.8 million. This house is so huge that the actor and rapper once admitted that he doesn't even know everything that he has in it.
I actually have a tennis court, if you can believe it or not. I didn't even know that this was on this property.
And since he's a Fast Saga star, he also has a fleet of cars. Overall, Bridges has 10 cars, including Bentleys and Ferraris. One more luxury thing Ludacris owns is a private jet, although he's yet to get a pilot's license.
Years, I've never wanted to become a pilot because you can't drink alcohol within 8 hours of you flying.
So for now, he's just enjoying having someone else fly his plane. Well, he can afford it, so who are we to judge? Jordana Brewster lost quite a sum. The star of the franchise has a net worth of $25 million. Her big salary from the Fast Saga and some other projects Jordana took part in made it possible for her to purchase a $4.6 million property in Los Angeles. And she also owns a few expensive cars, such as a Range Rover Sport and Chevy Tahoe. Although she didn't even have a driver's license when she played Mia for the first time in 2001. Not too long ago, Brewster had quite a setback in her fortune because she had to pay $5 million to her ex-husband, television producer Andrew Form, as a divorce settlement to keep her house. But considering her comeback to the money-making Fast Saga and potential participation in a spin-off, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for the actress. Besides, she claims to be happier than ever now with her new boyfriend, tech CEO Mason Morfitt. Jordana even says that she has finally found her soulmate in him. So we can only wish lasting happiness and ongoing richness to both of them. John Cena drives an old car. A new addition to the Fast and Furious family, the former wrestler's net worth is $60 million. 5 years ago, he was the highest paid WWE star, making as much as $9.5 million, including his salary and merchandise sales. Besides that, Cena also gets $1.5 million per year from his endorsements and deals with Subway, Honda, and Gillette. So he can definitely afford a luxurious lifestyle. The actor owns a home in San Diego. It is colonial style and features an infinity edge swimming pool, hot tub, a full outdoor kitchen area, and a fireplace inside a gazebo. Cena's also into cars. He owns 20 of them, and his collection ranges from a vintage Oldsmobile Cutlass Rally to a 2006 Rolls-Royce Phantom. Interestingly, John still drives the 1989 Jeep he bought 20 years ago with his first WWE paycheck. It was the first car he bought and paid for in full, with no help from his parents or anyone else, so it's no wonder that he's still so fond of it. Dollar for dollar, this one has given me far and away the most joy, and this is the one that I'll never get rid of, Cena said of this car. Who knew that a tough wrestler could be so sentimental? Charlize Theron has a car collection. One of the highest paid actresses in Hollywood, she's managed to amass a fortune of $160 million. Of course, Theron's main source of income is from acting. But she also made quite a lot of money from endorsements with John Galliano, Christian Dior, and Raymond Weil. The actress's primary residence is her Spanish-style mansion in the Hollywood Hills. She purchased it back in 1989 for $1.65 million. Looks like she loves this house because she isn't going to get rid of it anytime soon. Even though Charlize actually has another house in the Hollywood Hills, which she bought a couple years later for $3 million. In her garage, the actress has BMWs, a Range Rover Evoque, a Toyota, and a Lexus. If you think that her car collection comes from her involvement with the Fast Saga, you're wrong. In fact, Charlize's father was a mechanic, so she learned more than a few things about cars at a very early age. And last, but certainly not least, the phenomenon of Dwayne Johnson. I know, he wasn't even in F9, but The Rock is still an indispensable part of the Fast Saga, so we certainly can't leave him out. Especially since he's the richest actor from the franchise with a net worth of a whopping $400 million. Part of that fortune came from wrestling, as in 2012, Johnson was named the richest wrestler in the world. Then he went into acting and producing and made his net worth a few times higher. His constant hard work made it possible. In 2016, he made $124 million within a year and became the highest paid Hollywood star ever. When Johnson joined the Fast Saga in its 5th installment, his paycheck was $10 million, while for the Hobbs & Shaw spinoff, he received double that. So you probably want to know how he spends all this money? This April, he paid $28.7 million for Paul Reiser's Beverly Park mansion. The Rock's new property features a main house, a guest house, as well as a tennis court, baseball diamond, movie theater, and both an indoor and outdoor swimming pool. Gee, this big guy needs a lot of space, huh? Johnson also owns a covetable luxury car collection that includes a customized Ford truck, a Rolls-Royce Wraith, and a rare $1 million Pagani that would make even Vin Diesel jealous. If you want to know more about how celebs spend their money, watch the video we made about Conor McGregor's net worth. And stay awesome!